Hello. Welcome back, Taryn.
Welcome back.
Oh my God. We literally spent an hour and 5 minutes, I saw the time, recording this already. And we hated it.
We literally hated it. Okay, the thing is, you guys, so I know this is our first episode to you, but to us, this is our second episode because literally we were in the middle of filming an episode and I just looked at Richard and I was like, I literally can't do this anymore. This was horrible and crazy.
Yeah.
Let's start this over. And we watched it back. It wasn't as bad.
It wasn't as bad, but it was.
We went 0 to 100 fast.
We did.
Like real fast.
We literally went just like, and then like, it just went down from there. I think that's what it was.
Okay, so let's start it off. First of all, I was in a tiny little dress. You could literally see my entire like ass cheek almost. Not really, but like you could almost see everything. But anyway, it kept showing too much of the goods. Yeah. And I was just like, I feel uncomfortable.
Because I literally interrupted you once and I said, Taryn, I can literally see your underwear. You're like, ha ha ha. That's so funny. I was like, no, bitch, if I can see it,
everyone can see it. I know. Okay, but here's the thing for us. Whenever we're trying to figure out what are we going to wear for the first podcast episode, I was thinking like, oh, this is coming out the week of my birthday.
Yeah.
So then that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to wear like a little birthday number. And then that's not how it showed up. Like I was like, oh, first podcast. But the thing is this is more of a laid back vibe.
It is.
We're not here to put on a show. I mean, we're putting on a show.
We're not them your bitches. We're
not. We're not. That first one certainly will not do.
It wasn't it.
We need to be more us. And when Richard and I are in our element, it's when we're like chilling, smoking, vibing.
I agree. No, I agree.
The thing is, we don't work well under pressure. Okay. We need a little relaxation and then we're chill bitches and then we're doing better.
Yeah.
But anyway, should we do a little intro? Because we didn't do the intro.
I feel like, what was it? Oh, like who we are?
Yeah. Welcome to Gay Son, Hot Daughter.
Hi. Welcome to Gay Son, Hot Daughter.
Yeah. This is your host, Richard Bravo.
We haven't done any of that. Oh my God.
I'm Taryn Ellis. I'll just intro for the both of us. I did the intro.
Dude, I'm just like so lost because we like already kind of did this. So people ask about the name. You know, it's I in my opinion, it's a very good name. I love the name actually. I feel like once I was like, no, Taryn, we have to do that name because you didn't want to at first. You didn't like love the idea. Because I was like, I love Gay Son, Hot Daughter.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I don't know about that. And I think I sent you a TikTok of this guy who was like, oh, a life in someone's who has pretty privilege. Did I send you that TikTok?
Oh, yeah. Okay. It was like basically someone talking about getting pretty privilege.
And people were roasting
and
them.
Then they were like, you're not even pretty, basically.
Yeah.
And okay. So that is true. I kind of felt like that's how it's going to be with the podcast where it's like, I am not trying to be on here, I know, unlike Richard, and act like I think I'm the prettiest bitch in the room, but...
Jesus Christ. You're like, let me get one in before I say what I'm going to say. I mean, wait, do I think I'm the prettiest bitch in every room?
In this room? You're like, duh, bitch.
Next question.
But,
in this house.
In this house, it's crazy. You're trying to roast all of your friends. Every friend that you have to roast. Okay, but anyway, so I'm not sitting here being like, oh, I'm the prettiest girl in the world. I'm just saying I'm here to talk about hot girl activities. Richard's going to be talking about gay son activities.
Someday you'll meet someone that makes you feel like you're the hottest bitch in ever.
No, okay. The thing is I feel good about myself. I know, just kidding. And I feel good in a room. I'm just like, I also have eyes. And I've seen really pretty bitches, like, you know.
Is that you? Is that your coming out? Are you coming out right now?
No.
Yeah, I think you're coming out.
No, the thing is I feel like I wish I were lesbian.
I know.
That's how I feel. Like, I would love to be lesbian. I'm not there yet. Yeah. Maybe one day. I'm not completely ruling it out.
You've dipped, you know, is that we say a dipped a toe?
Girl, we got to air that out in the first episode.
Yeah, I don't think it's that crazy.
No, it's not crazy. It's just, I'm thinking about this being the first episode and my dad possibly saying this. And then me being like, yeah.
Hi.
Hey. Hopefully you're not watching this, but love you.
Oh my God. Your dad is like so cool, so he's going to watch this.
He's watching it for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Even if I tell him not to watch it.
Yeah.
Hey, bud.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom was like, I can't wait to watch your podcast. I was like, no, you're not, bitch. You're not watching this. That's crazy.
The thing is, my mom already knows everything that I'm probably going to say, so.
That's true. Yeah, well, that's good.
Does your mom not?
No, of course not. You think I tell my mom? But imagine my week, like this week. You think I tell my mom what happened?
I tell my mom stuff sometimes.
What's more normal? You're straight though. You're like straight and a girl, and she's a girl, so that makes sense.
Yeah, that too. Like, but I think it's like
I tell my mom.
Overshare. I think it's also because my mom is young.
Okay.
Well, your parents are kind of young too, no?
Yeah. They're younger, yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's me. It's because I'm crazy.
Yeah, that's
honestly.
what it is. Yeah, literally.
I'm like, okay, anyway, so yeah, I need to have boundaries with my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really realized that.
Yeah, I know.
But it's like, I tell her too much stuff, and then I'm like, I don't like her opinion on it, or like, yeah. And then I'm like, well,
let me be delusional, please.
Yeah.
Don't lecture me. That's how I feel with my mom. Sometimes I tell her something, then she lectures me. I'm like, oh, like what the, like, okay, like what the fuck?
She doesn't lecture me so much, but it's just like, she says something that pisses me off.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I feel like having a conversation, even when they're like people who are not from like our generation, just like one older, there's already like a disconnect from time to time.
Yeah.
Where like they do something, you're like
I'm like,
yeah,
that's suspect.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like that.
Exactly. I'm the same way. So I get what you're saying. I mean, my parents were pretty similar to that, I guess. How did we get here?
All right. Anyway, let's talk about.
No, literally, I was going completely. I had no idea how did we get here.
Sidetrack.
I'm talking about my mom and my parent and our feelings now. You're like, wait, what were we talking about?
The thing is, I guess it doesn't matter how many times we start this. We're just going to start talking about our childhood trauma right away. Right from the rip.
Eskimo sisters. On that note.
Wait, Mitch, we didn't talk about that yet. Okay.
Well, I guess that's the next one.
That's out of the bag, but we're going to talk about the names and we'll discuss the reasoning behind that one that he just mentioned last, because that's got the most behind it.
I think so.
Okay. So the other potential podcast names were Unhinged Hotties.
Yeah.
Which we thought that was fun. Like it had kind of like a fun vibe. But
I'm pretty sure like ChatGPT'd it. I don't think I told you that.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that was like one of them, which just goes to show you that robots don't know it all.
They don't know it all, but it was pretty good. I feel like it could be the name of a podcast, but just like wasn't ours. It didn't make sense for us. Yeah. Okay. And then the second one was Unstable Remarks. And that one is good. It's accurate.
It is accurate. It is on brand.
But was it the best?
No, it just didn't have that little ring to it that I was waiting for it, you know?
Yeah.
I was just like, like it's good, but not.
It's good, but not great.
Yeah.
Wait, like the Abby Lee video where it's like, you were good, I was waiting for you to be better, crazy. Or something crazy.
When you were like, oh my God, this is a segment she wanted us to do. You're like, what if we do a tower like that of all the men I think you said
you've ever been with or something?
No, you said you've been with that week. I was like, what do you mean all the men I've been on in 1 week? I was like, you act like I would have like a fucking huge fucking tower in 1 week.
Oh, I act like
that? Well, maybe not this week, okay? We'll skip this week.
Anyway, so basically I said we need to do an Abby Lee Dance Company style video of all of the guys of the week, which one's at the bottom of the pyramid, which one's at the top. We'll give them a little ranking.
That's crazy.
But it was a joke.
It was a joke,
but
that was
funny.
It would have been funny. And I would literally, no man would ever talk to me again. Imagine talking to someone and you're like, oh, they have a podcast. Let me see what to talk about. Me ranking the men I've been that week. That's crazy. I would be like, no fucking hell no.
That would be like a surefire way for us to get enemies. Week 1. Like you posting people.
I literally just found a fucking photo of that for the fucking Hinge and Tinder profile.
Wait, can I tell you something? This is so funny. It just made me think of this. But the guy that I was just seeing, the one that I literally just stopped seeing, we stopped talking for a little bit and then we started talking again. And like right after we started talking again, I was leaving his place and I called like one of my friends that's long distance and she was just asking me about my weekend and then I told her like, oh, I did this and this.
This was the week that you met him or like?
No, it was like we had stopped talking. We started talking again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where did you stop talking?
What?
Where did you guys stop talking?
Girl, let me finish my story and we can maybe talk about that another time, okay? Anyway, so we had stopped talking, back to the beginning, started talking again, and we hung out. I was leaving his place. I started talking to my long distance friend, and I was literally just telling her about my weekend. Like, I was not even fucking hardly talking about him is the crazy thing. At the very end, I'm like, oh yeah, I went on a date with him, did this, whatever. She's like, oh, do you have a picture of him? I was like, yeah, I can send you something. I don't know. I just have like a screenshot of his profile because every time before I'm going on a date with someone, normally I'll record their profile and I'll send it to some of my friends. Yeah. Just so people know. Yeah. Like, yeah.
In case you get kidnapped.
Literally. So I was like, okay, let me send you this video. This is the only video I have. I sent it to him. I literally was like, oh my God. I literally texted him like, oh my God.
What did he say?
But here's the crazy thing is he had told me, so we had like unmatched each other on the app a long time ago. So he had to know that that video that I took came from like literally like when I first met him, which is good because I think then maybe it's like, oh, I just had this. This is the only thing I have. But I don't know. That was so fucking embarrassing.
What did he say? What did you say?
I literally was like, oh, ha ha ha. Oh my God, that's so embarrassing. I meant to tell that to my friend. And he was like, oh, what were you saying to them? Da, 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 da.
Oh my God.
That's how he knew I was in love with him. No, I wasn't in love. But you know, that's how he knew I really liked him.
That's crazy. You're in love with him.
I wasn't in love. I wasn't even close to in love, but I did really like him. Yeah. And that's like so uncommon for me.
How long have you guys have been seeing each other?
It wasn't that long. And honestly, I think that was the issue because I always really like men until I date them for like longer than 3 months. And then I'm like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Actually, I was okay on that.
Yeah, no, I get why you would want to be a lesbian. As someone who's gay, unfortunately. Not unfortunately.
Unfortunately. No, I love
as
gay
someone
men.
As someone who likes men.
Yeah, but I like gay men way more than straight men.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too, actually.
Yeah. Don't act like we're dating the same pool of people. You're dating people that like don't care to be like feminine and in touch with their feelings. And the guys I'm dating are literally like avoidant and crazy.
Yeah, that is very true. Damn, it's tough being straight. A straight woman.
It's tough out in the street.
Yeah, no, definitely. Which, I don't know. I feel like straight men are like fantasized a lot in the gay community. For some reason. I'm just like...
Really? Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, why? I'm like, I don't know. They're just like so... In my opinion, they're just not... I like a gay man, I guess.
I feel like people... I don't know. I can't like diagnose everyone, but I feel like people that are like... Are gay people, I guess, that would like a straight man or someone that likes someone that you don't think would like you or seems like...
Unlikely.
Yeah, like unachievable.
Yeah.
It's more like... It's nothing challenge. To do with that. It's like, yeah, it's a challenge, but I think it's also sometimes those people, it's like, they don't really want them either. They like them because they don't want them. Because I feel like that's how I am. I like men that are like a little bit unavailable. It's like...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you know my history, my recent rendezvous around the city.
Yeah, I do. Should we discuss?
What is to discuss?
I mean, we don't have to discuss it. I'm just asking if you want to discuss.
I'm trying to think. I feel like there's not much to this person. I feel like, oh my God, that's crazy.
That was crazy to say. There's not much to this person.
There's not much.
That's crazy.
I'm just kidding. Not talking about that. Oh my God. I always forget that I need to keep my mic on my mouth because then I was just like, ooh.
Oh yeah, I know. Same. It's okay, you guys. Give us grace. This is our first episode. First episode.
You just hear the audio like go back and forth.
Literally. I forgot about the audio listeners.
Yeah, going back to my recent rendezvous, I feel like it's recently I've changed my mind a lot because you said about dating unavailable men, and I feel like I was like that for the longest, because I think I was unavailable.
Yep, we had to figure that out the hard way.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I should say this. I found. Talking about men.
That's crazy. Not Richard's phone going off with all the men texting him.
That's crazy. Anyway, yeah. So I someone who is like in an open relationship, I feel like I used to tend to go towards that more, but recently I've more emotionally available to men, and I feel like, am I gonna fall in love right now? Probably not.
No, because like Richard and I feel like we're so emotionally unavailable. I mean, I feel like I was, at least. I feel like you were when we were friends. I'm not saying like in your relationship and stuff.
Oh,
saying,
yeah.
like, especially when we were hanging out the most, when we first met and we were roommates, like we literally were so emotionally unavailable.
I don't know how I ended up in a relationship.
Me either. And we both did it at the same time. Never mind. I don't want to say how. I don't want to say how.
I know. But yeah, I feel like it was just the time and the place that we both just were like, let's get into a relationship.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe it was just like we felt.
I feel like I was still emotionally unavailable, even though I was in a relationship.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Which like isn't fair to either one of us. Like obviously, I'm only going to talk about my problems because that's the only thing that I can fix. And I feel like I know I definitely was not always that emotionally available.
Ready?
Yeah, I wasn't ready for it. I think it happened too fast, especially because it was like during like COVID and like, stuff. Like things were still locked down and like.
I think people were just, I mean, I don't want to say bored, but like.
Yeah. No, it was just like bored, but that's why things move so fast because we didn't have anything else we were doing. Yeah.
Oh my God, that is so true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like you literally would just hang out every day, see each other every day because you can't like go out places and stuff.
Yeah, you can't even
see a bunch of friends. Like,
no.
So we would just see each other all the time.
Yeah, you kind of had like your one person that you would just kind of
be with.
Quarantine.
Yeah. I feel like quarantine created a lot of relationships for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so funny. My mom used to my mom or my sister, I can't remember who. She like, your quarantine partner or something, or your boyfriend. Yeah,
really?
Quarantine boyfriend. Because I got into a relationship. My sister, I think, got into a relationship. So they would like make fun of that like quarantine. Like, which now that you say it, like makes sense. Like there was nothing more interesting to do.
No, literally.
I don't know. It's
not. Oh, that's the only reason. No, but it's like I feel like we both did want it, but I feel like literally, what else would you do? Like hang out with the people you live with. Yeah, hang out with the boyfriend.
I feel like we got sick of each other for a little bit right there. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I mean, we were literally hanging out like too much for sure.
Too much. That was crazy.
No one's meant to hang out with
anyone that much.
That long.
No, literally like, so we lived together and it's like, we would do everything together. Grocery store, workout.
We would literally eat the same thing. We would order like
cook the same meals.
Literally
cook meals together like it's a house meal every night.
We literally live in a, what do you call that?
Like a commune.
Exactly.
We literally lived in a 3-person commune.
We did. Like at this point, you would have like waxed your butthole.
We need to do that on the first episode. No, it's crazy.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's you know, at that point of hanging out, like, it gets crazy.
Yeah. We were all super close and like doing, like I said, literally everything together.
I feel like you and I were not close, actually.
Us?
Yeah, well, I think you hated me a little bit.
No, not when we were actually living together.
No, but
I think when we met.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying that was, no. After
that. Because we did have a little, like, tension.
Yeah. Like we got into like an argument the first time we met.
Yeah.
But it wasn't anything crazy. It was just like, well, I don't like this person that much because we fucking argued the first time we met. And
now we're living together.
And then we were living together. So at first, like I remember like I was kind of like, girl.
What the fuck? Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this, but you need to get it together if you're going to live here.
But I think it worked out. I mean, clearly it worked out.
Wait, that's crazy. Well, that's what I was actually. So the other person that we live with, I just saw her yesterday and I was literally just telling her, like, I feel like I was meant to meet Richard through you. Because I feel like if it weren't for her, we would never have talked again.
Yeah.
Like we might have met before and had that fight, but we would have never
lived together, obviously.
Never, ever.
No.
And so we would have never gotten close if we didn't live together.
That is so true.
That's so crazy.
And now we started a podcast together, which is crazy.
Literally. Should we cheers? Yeah. With our cups? Okay, this is crazy, you guys. Richard and I both bought cups.
And why are they matching?
Why are they literally matching? We each bought our own cup. Cheers.
I was going to drink out of the...
What?
I was going to drink out of the mic for a second.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
When I decided I wanted to start the podcast, I was like, okay, who do I have like a good, like funny connection with? And of course you weren't like the first person I thought about. I just, but I asked like 5 people and they all said no.
That's crazy. Did you?
No.
I'm offended.
They all said no. So I was like, oh fuck, I guess there.
I literally was like, I'm gonna cry a little bit. No, not like that hurt, but like that's crazy.
No,
if it was like Alejandro, that's fine. But damn.
No. I actually never asked him. Like,
well, I feel like he wouldn't want to.
I don't know. I feel like.
You think he would?
No. I don't know. I don't know actually, but I feel like I don't know. It's just different, especially like on camera.
Yeah.
I feel like it's different.
I feel like it's because we have like a specific relationship. I feel like, or like kind of relationship, or I feel like we're always like laughing and shit and like joking.
Yeah.
Because even whenever we lived together, I feel like all the time, that's like what we would all do most of the time. Like we weren't like actually fighting most of the time. We were having fun.
Yeah. No, I feel like I can't think of an argument you and I had.
Not us.
No. I feel like, how long did we live together?
I don't know. Was it like a year maybe? Roughly?
Was it a year? I don't know.
It wasn't a super long time.
Because everything just moved so fast in my head.
It was so fast.
But I also like, during that time, I like, oh my God, am I going to say this on camera? I fell in love for the first time in my life. I feel like it.
Yeah.
No.
I thought you were going to say something crazy. I'm like,
no. Yeah. So I feel like when you like first fall in love, like the world just, I mean, I'm not sure if you like can agree to this.
Yeah.
But everything, like everyone and everything around you just kind of becomes like blurry, and you just like, your focus is this one person.
Yeah. You know, I feel like I felt like that for the first time in like high school.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Like I feel like I felt like that in high school with like the guy that I dated. But then...
How long did you guys date for?
It wasn't like super long. I want to say it's only like 6 or 8 months, but I feel like when you're in high school, that feels like a long time.
Yeah, even for gay people, that's a long time.
Really?
Yeah. Gay relationship I don't want to say don't last as long, but they definitely move fast. So 8 months is like a lot.
Feels like a lot, yeah.
Yeah. I had literally moved in with him already 8 months into it.
No, really? In 8 months?
Well, we keep saying literally, we went to Mexico and we lived together. Well, we lived there, stayed there for 2 months. Mm-hmm. And at that point, we had only been dating for like 4 months. And then when we moved back to the US, we just moved in together.
That's true. Yeah.
That's like very fast.
Yeah, that is fast.
And I think going back to COVID, I think it had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, I feel like it definitely did, because like we also, like we said, didn't have that many places to be. So
oh my God, like, there's a word for that.
What?
When you like, you're with someone so much that being apart from them like gives you anxiety.
Like codependency?
Codependency, yes.
Yeah.
I feel like COVID literally created that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because I feel like I was just, I don't know, which is crazy.
No, I feel like I definitely felt that too, like in my relationship.
Because I feel like even my friends, like...
Because it's like comfort in the person that you're with all the time.
Yeah. And like I spent, oh my God, like you said about COVID, I spent like the first 6 months of my relationship with this person every single day.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't a day that I did not see them. Which is crazy. Like...
I think that's the same thing that we said though, with your relationship and with our relationship. It's just too much. Like especially too fast, I think. Mm-hmm. Like... I don't know. I guess maybe just in my opinion, I feel like until I know someone better, like being with them that often, it's just... Yeah,
I feel like now I see someone and like, I don't want to say I don't want to see them like again, like just like the next day, like sometimes...
the next day, like that's not what you want to do.
Sometimes it can be a lot.
Yeah. It's like, that's too much. I feel like it's because, at least for me, I don't know if you feel like this, but like, it's so easily for me to like get lost in my partner. Like, I will stop doing the things I like doing and like talking to my friends and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want to do that. Like, I still want to have a rich life together. That was never like really what I wanted to do. It just kind of like always felt like how it happens. I feel like when you get into a relationship really fast.
No, definitely. And I feel like, I think we're both better at picking what we want in our partner, or just be like, oh no, that's an ick, and you like kind of stay away from it.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm still learning too, like what I want and what I don't want. I feel like, I don't know, that's what I'm trying to use dating as. I'm like kind of fucking over dating right now, but using it as a learning tool of like, even if you meet someone, it doesn't work out. It's like, okay, well, here's something that I don't want. But even if it doesn't work out, that person can still show you, I do like this quality about them, and I love this quality, and I love this quality. So just because it didn't work out, like especially the last guy that I was just talking to, there are so many qualities that he does have that I'm like, I love. And that's why I liked him so much.
Oh my God.
But there was a lot of things that just weren't it.
That is so true. Oh my God. I've never thought about that. I feel like I've said it to like men before.
Yeah.
I actually have this man in my head. He was like one of the first people I started seeing after I was single. And he was like so nice, like extremely nice. And I remember because he ended up having to move out of LA. And I said, like, honestly, I am glad I met you. I was like, I think in my head, I know what for my next relationship, how I want to be, like, a man to treat me. And so it's like, now that you say it and you put it like that, I was like, that's so true. Every single person that you meet, you kind of see like, oh, I like this and that, whatever.
Yeah. I really feel like that, especially like recently. I feel like before I would take it like more personally when a relationship or whatever like didn't work out. I feel like there was only one person that I really cared about that you met like before I started dating my ex that I like really just got like heartbroken over.
Oh my God, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. And like,
and it wasn't that long.
It wasn't that long, but I feel like that's how it always happens. But I just try to remind myself, because I'm obviously not fucking heartbroken over it now. I don't care anymore.
Obviously.
Yeah. But like those things, one, like you'll kind of forget about it. But two, it's like, a lot of times you get so heartbroken because it was such little time, and because sorry, were you checking the cameras?
No, I saw red. I thought it was the battery, but the what do you call that? The lips up there.
Oh yeah. But because it's such little time, like you get hurt worse. I've seen a lot of people talking about this on TikTok. It's because like you don't know them that much. So I think you project more things onto them, and then it hurts worse because you're like, oh, well, it could have worked out with this person.
You see more of a future because you never got to experience that future with them.
Yes. And I feel like,
oh my God, why are we so wise?
We?
Oh,
I didn't realize that. I didn't say all that.
Oh my God, literally. I'm like, oh my God, we sounded so smart right there.
The thing is I didn't even sound that smart. We're just dumb.
You were like, it literally was not that deep.
It wasn't that deep, bitch.
Yeah, I'm glad, I guess, that I am currently like sport dating. That's what I like to call it.
That sounds crazy.
Is it so crazy?
I'll let it slide, but that sounds a little crazy.
Oh, well.
Dating for sport?
It's dating for sport. I mean, I feel like casually dating sounds like, I don't know. What does that even mean?
Casually, I would say casual. Like, I'm fine to casual date. It's like, to me, this is what it is. You know what? To some people, it might not be, like the last guy that I was seeing. But to me, what it means is like, you see them at least once a week. If you see them, you go for a date. You know, it's like just you guys seeing each other. You're probably not going to like run in with their friends and stuff unless you guys like happen to see each other out or like, you know, a last minute like, oh, I'm going out.
All the guys I hang out with, I also live with 2 gay men.
Yeah.
I usually like, I'm like, oh, I want to go hang out with my friends. Even on the first date, I'll do that. Maybe that's because it's more casually dating. That's how I see it. 'Cause I'm like, and I'll just be like, oh, I'm bringing a guy or I'm bringing a friend or something like that. You know what I mean?
I would be fine with, I guess, meeting the friends, but I feel like typically for me, this is how it works with dating men.
Yeah. And maybe it is more of a straight people thing.
Yeah.
Where you like,
because I feel like it's like you guys would be friends, but my friend group isn't guys.
Yeah.
Like your friend group is like gay guys.
We're all gay men hanging out.
So I feel like maybe that could be different. And I'm not saying that hasn't happened. Like there's been people where like I've met the friends sort of early, but it's like
Just going through the trash. Tucker, don't go through the trash, you bitch.
That's crazy.
Anyway.
But yeah, there's people that I feel like I have like kind of met friends, but for the most part, when I've like casually dated people, it's like you just see them, like I said, roughly once a week. You guys go for a date. I guess you could see each other more, but like other date has to be more casual.
So basically, you can only casually date 7 people at a time. Is that what you're trying to say?
I guess.
Because you said you have to see them every day.
No, every week. I would say you would say it once a week.
Once a week. So there's only 7 days of the week.
But that's okay. I wouldn't be dating 7 people because one, when I'm like, I don't know. I feel like when I'm dating, it's like with the intention of something happening. So it's like, it's not that it's super serious and what we were talking about earlier, where it's like, we don't need to see each other every day, but I would like to see each other like, where it's like once a week, we're keeping up. We're seeing if we want to get to know this person better. We're not like changing our lives around, but like making time to see them. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like you're dating someone.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
But like you don't necessarily say, I'm not seeing anyone else sort of thing. That's casual, I guess.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Because
you're not saying it, but normally that's how it starts and then it like develops into
and then you can decide like, oh, I don't know. Things I hate the word exclusive.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, what does that even mean?
What does it mean?
Like,
well, to me, that means like you're not seeing anyone else, right?
I guess. So I mean,
but that means you're basically together. So why not just be together?
Exactly. That's what I mean.
That's like someone has like, I was going to say, commitment issues. I was going to say trust issues, but commitment issues.
Yeah. I was like, what do you mean? Like, is it not implied?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, if I'm...
I think it's someone with like commitment issues. Yeah, that's what it is. I think, honestly...
But yeah, I've been on both sides.
Here's my hot take, though.
What's your hot take?
A guy that says they want to be exclusive with you means that they want you to be exclusive to them and they're going to go do whatever they want. And that's why they don't want to say that they're your boyfriend, because they don't want to feel like an asshole if they cheat on you. But you're just exclusive. You're not actually together.
Yeah.
You're just exclusive.
Which is like, you're not dating.
Mm-hmm.
That is so true.
Because I was casually...
Men are smart when it comes to that shit.
No, literally. I feel like I won't even ask like, oh, what are we? Like, guys have to ask me. Obviously, I will fucking wait forever because I don't care. Mm-hmm. Girl, I don't need you in my life. So unless you're trying to put a ring on my finger.
Oh, I don't know about that, actually.
No, I don't really actually want a ring. Actually, okay, that's a lie. I would love to meet my person and to be married, but I don't really want to have kids. I think I would be ready to like be married, but in the right time, like not now. Yeah. I want to still date the way that I was saying,
when
like
do you want
take
to get
things
married?
Slowly.
What's like the perfect age for marriage for you?
I mean, here's the thing. I don't care the age. I would ideally like to find someone now and in 2 years or 3 years be married. Okay. Yeah.
So at 31.
But I feel like that's so unrealistic. So it's probably going to be like 5 or 6 years from now when I get married. When I'm going to be old as shit.
That's what I'm saying too, though. Because then I'm like, well, I want to be like hot as fuck. I mean, imagine my wedding pictures. Like, I want to look hot as fuck. Which I mean, actually, I don't think
30s aren't old, bitch.
No, of course not.
That's crazy. No, why are you acting like?
I know, like I'm not. Yeah. No, I think 30. Well, actually, to get married, the thing is, well, I never wanted to get married. First of all, that was never something. Marriage and kids were never like something I grew up wanting. Mm-hmm. That's how I know I was gay. But I feel like as I got older and I've dated people who was like something very big for them, I was like, oh, maybe that is something I would want. And then I watch TikToks of like gay men getting married. I'm like married and I'm like, oh my God, that's so cute. So I don't know. And I see like gay couples with kids and I'm just like, oh, that's so cute. Maybe I do want like a little kid.
I know. The thing is kids are cute. Yeah. They're cute. That's how they get us to reproduce, because they're cute. But I don't know that I want to raise one. And so I feel like I know that if I were to have a kid, I need to be sure that I want to have one. Yeah. I'm not sure like that right now.
I don't want to change a diaper though.
Oh, I'm fine with that. I can do that. I'm not. I have lots of cousins. I've changed many diapers.
You have? Well, I've never. And I've been asked, I'm like, no.
Bitch. I think this might have been the first time we recorded, or was it the second time when you said you're the nicest person you know? Because did you hear that? Richard says, no, you're dirty little ass kid. I'm not fucking changing their diaper.
Literally.
Your sister probably didn't get any sleep. Wait, did you have your kid? Your
no, my sister doesn't have any kids right now.
The thing is, I just like completely butchered that sentence, but you knew exactly what I was saying, so you just answered it.
Oh, you did?
I feel like it. I'm like, I said that
it makes
wrong.
like no sense what we're saying.
Probably. People are like, are they speaking English?
I'm not.
It's
not.
crazy because English is the only language I know how to speak, and I'm still fucking it up.
Because when I get distracted, or I feel like it has happened a couple times with you, that I will change languages out of nowhere.
But I can understand some of it, not like crazy amounts, but like.
But I feel like I catch myself.
Yeah.
Like, and it's more like, what do you call that? Like, add-on words, like, but. Just like say them like in Spanish,
and that's easy to understand.
Yeah. But that's on being bilingual, I guess.
Period. Okay.
I mean, you're like, oh, I speak Korean. I
don't speak Korean. No, I'm learning how to speak Korean. Sorry. Okay. The thing is here's the real tea. I'm not going to get into the reason why I'm learning. I'll get into that at a later date. Because I feel like that's like a whole episode of
Duolingo for like 2 weeks. You're like, I speak Korean.
No, I have a tutor. Okay, let's clarify. I have a tutor. I've had a tutor for like months. But let's also not act like I'm really good at speaking.
How did you find them?
Online. I forget.
Okay.
Or actually, okay. So my friend's sister is in Korea, and I use her tutor. She's like teaching English in Korea. Okay. So this is the lady that like helped her prepare for that. Okay. Because for me, like I love doing things. Like it doesn't seem like it right now because I am still a little bit high, so I feel like my brain is fucking foggy. Yeah. But I love doing things that like exercise your brain. I feel like it's like a way to like beat like Alzheimer's and dementia. I know that sounds stupid, but I just think it's good for you to use your brain. It's like working a muscle. So I like to learn languages. So I just wanted to learn this language. And then honestly, once I actually told you this earlier, once I'm done like feeling like I'm proficient, then I think I'll get to the same level in Spanish as well. And I'm not sure that I would ever stop. Like I really like learning languages. And they say that like after the second and the third, it gets a lot easier. Like the second and the third language are pretty hard. Really? But then after that, because you start to learn like sentence patterns and different types of languages have different type of sentence structures. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I feel like, like learning Spanish then like Portuguese would be like not as hard. Yeah. Huh. Because you're basically just learning vocab probably at that point, right? Like, I don't know. It would be similar sentence structure. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Damn. I need to learn another language. I keep saying I'm going to learn French and I just like... You should. And then you could like go to France for a little bit and speak French. I want a French boyfriend. You would. Wait, speaking of which, should we do our segments? Let's just the hot boy of the week. Welcome to Hot Boy of the Week. That's me. Yikes. Kidding. So I decided that for my segment, I want to do a Hot Boy of the Week. And each week, I will be putting a photo of a man that I think is hot. All ethnicities are welcome. He's saying that because it's going to be 99.9% white men up there. No, that's not true. I'm lying. You're right. Yeah, you're lying. I'm lying. She's lying. It's just we did this earlier, and she was like, when we play this back, and it's white man. Oh my god, that was crazy. Every week. Well, I feel like for my first one, it had to be someone special. Yeah. You know, like. That's crazy. Sorry, I'm just still laughing about that because you're trying to deflect the fact that it's going to be all white men. No, I'm not deflecting that. It's going to be all white men. Keep going. Oh, I of course, I like all men. Okay, continue. That'd be being so defensive about it. Literally. I was like, actually, you know what, fucking bitch? I like them all. Okay, go on with your white man of the week. Yeah. Literally, my roster consists of like, I don't want to give a number, but not my schooling. I need to fucking calm my life down. But I need to take a class on diversity, clearly. Yeah. Continue. First hot man of the week is my lovely boyfriend, Sean Mendes.
Sorry, the tape doesn't stick sometimes. You gotta rub one in. I rub it in.
That's crazy. The one that's over his dick.
And this photo is so recent. I feel like I've loved Sean since he was on in MacCon, but he has become such a daddy. Because I feel like he was like little twink-ish energy. I feel like recently, you know, he lets his like body hair, his like chest hair grow. He got a little facial hair going on. You know, some little wrinkles. You know, I like it.
I'll say, I think, yeah, he's attractive. And like,
you'll say.
Obviously, I feel like in all reality, if he walked up to me and was like, trying to flirt with me, I would probably flirt with him. Yeah. Well, I don't know about that, but I feel like not my type, which is crazy because like I love Harry Styles. Yeah, but like I don't know. I think I'm
the other way. I don't like Harry Styles,
which is crazy.
And I love a man with tattoos, but he just gives me the ick. I don't know why. I mean, it's just I don't know. I just don't.
You know what? I think that's how I feel about Shawn Mendes, and that's probably why we don't like them, because I feel like he gives me the ick. I used to really like him, but something about, I feel like it's all the drama, maybe even like Sabrina and Camila and stuff, that I'm like, he probably did the fucked up shit. I'm on the women's side.
Really?
You got 2 women in Hollywood fucked up?
He did do that.
No offense, Shawn. Honestly, love you if you want to come on the podcast.
Yeah. But honestly, like, that's so funny. When Camila came out with her album and even Sabrina, I was like, thank you. You did that.
You did that.
Thank you so much, because they're so fucking good.
That's true. I haven't listened that much to Camila's, but I feel like I should. I really, really like Sabrina's.
Yeah. They're literally just like so like cunty energy. Like, both of them. So I really like. And I love a pop girly. Yeah.
Well, and the VMAs were kind of messy, obviously. I mean, I feel like it's old news now, but like having all of them perform is crazy. God. All of them in the same room.
There was this performance by Camila Cabello this week, like yesterday or 2 days ago. You know the Sabrina's song, Taste.
Yeah, I love that
song. You know how Camila and Sean have a song together called Señorita? And one of the lines is...
Something they say we're just friends,
but friends don't know the way you. And she like, she didn't say the word taste. She just.
Oh yeah, I saw that. No, I think maybe you reposted it or something.
I did. I always repost it like that. Yeah. I like, but I don't know. I'm on both sides.
Yeah.
I don't usually like, especially with women in like the music, pop, whatever, any industry. I feel like they're always trying to pin them against each other. Because I feel like I get this question asked a lot, like even like Cardi and Nicki, like, oh, are you on Cardi's side or Nicki? I'm like, that's crazy. I was like, what do you mean? I'm like, none. I was like, I like both music, and I don't know. I just, when it comes to drama, I feel like there's so many men rappers and they never like compare them.
Yeah.
But of course, when it comes to like, there's literally like 3 like mainstream rappers, and they like always compare them to each other.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I just try not to fall into that game.
No, I totally feel you with that. I feel like that is so true. It's always like that with women. I think it's partially because there's less. So when there's like less of you, it's not the norm. It's like you probably feel like a natural instinct to compete, but it's like in all reality, if you guys would help each other, you would probably do a lot better than if you're like trying to go against each other.
And I feel like Charlie XCX kind of discussed that on one of the podcasts with like 2 gay guys. I can't remember the name of it. Where she talks about how, I mean, you, like her and Lorde, like how she was jealous of her for so long because people compared them, because they're both from the UK and have like big hair.
Yeah.
And she was like jealous of her career.
I feel like music is a good thing to move on to my segment.
Yeah, I think so. A lot of this just kind of
a good little transition. So my segment every week is going to be Song of the Week. So my first song is a song just
not me having PTSD from the last
PTSD. Okay, let me just like preface. This was the point where my eyes glazed over and I just looked at Richard and I was just like couldn't talk, and then I just stopped and I was like, we're done here. I can't do this anymore. This isn't working. This isn't hitting. We need to restart this. The thing is, here's what we need to do. I think we really needed to eat and we needed to relax because we set up, I think we said this earlier in the podcast, but we set up all this shit. We set up all the equipment. We were getting everything together and just like went right into it.
Yeah.
And we were like stressed and hungry and tired. I feel like.
And we're like, what did we have to talk about?
Trying to hit all of our points. And then we just ended up saying crazy shit.
We did. Oh my God. That went crazy.
We went crazy. Like, this is stuff that we'll probably tell you guys, but it's like, we need to warm you guys up. Like, we can't give you all of our secrets right away. Sorry. Like, we need to save something for a little mystery. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, on to the segment. So, song of the week. And this song came off of an album that I'm like obsessed with. So this is kind of what I was saying last time when I think it went south. So hopefully it goes good this time. But basically, I love this album. Basically, I heard of this guy. Sorry, I just said basically twice, and I'm like, why the fuck did you say basically twice? But I heard of this guy from TikTok, but every time that I heard of him, his name is Keshi. It was people like roasting people for liking him. And I'm like, okay, like, why are people roasting someone for liking someone? So finally,
I actually did not expect his music to be like that. You played it earlier.
I played a little bit,
it was pretty good.
It's so good. And like, you didn't even get to listen to like the best songs. Honestly, I'm going to force you to listen to some of them, because I'm telling you, when I say this album literally like healed me. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but I'm so dead honest. Listening to it from the top to the bottom.
His music is like that though.
Yes, it's so good. It's the best album that I've literally ever heard of. Did I say who it was?
Keshi.
Yeah, it's Keshi's. I can't remember if I had said. It's Keshi's new album. And dude, I never listened to him. Like I said before this album is a fucking masterpiece. Like, from top to bottom, I laid in my bed, like lit a candle or just like danced around my room. Literally, I listened to the entire thing twice in one night, just like vibing in it because it was so fucking good. But the song that I chose for my first song, Upside Down, is called Night. And the reason that I picked this one is because it's one of the more popular ones. So like, if someone wanted to get started, I feel like, with the album, this is like a good first song, I think.
Are you gonna put it on the wall?
Yeah, I'll put it on the wall. I just need some tape.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I picked it, because it's like, if you guys want to get into Keshi's stuff, I would pick this song. But the entire album, called Requiem, is like literally so beautiful. Like, I can't even explain. It's so
is
good.
This like a heartbreak album, or is it like?
No, some of it is like love songs, some of it's about heartbreak, some of it's just like, I feel like wrong person, wrong time, or like, why can't we figure things out, sort of thing. Like, it's so good, and I feel like came at like the perfect time where I'm like, I needed this. And I don't know, every song is just so fucking good.
Let me put some tape.
Okay, so up on the wall, did you go by yours?
Yeah, next to my man's.
Here we go. And then we'll just like put new pictures up every week. So, oh wait, you can't really see mine in my frame, so maybe I'll move it over here. We'll put it. Keshi. I'm literally obsessed, and I really want to go to his concert. He was supposed to have a concert, and then I think it ended up getting like postponed, which I'm really happy about, because I wasn't going to be able to go to the first date. Sorry, why does it look like that?
The first day,
like the day of the concert, the first date, and then it got postponed, and so hopefully I'll be able to go to the second date. Yeah,
I thought you meant like you wanted to go to multiple concerts with him.
Oh, I mean, I would. If he played this whole album from top to bottom, oh yeah, I would.
I think
it's so good.
That's crazy to say on camera. I think I've seen Shawn Mendes like 8 times.
Really?
Perform. Yeah.
See, my most is not that much. I've only seen Harry Styles twice.
Yeah.
But Harry's tickets are crazy expensive.
Yeah.
Especially to be like pit.
You trying to be in the pit?
Finna be in the pit. Well, the thing is so the first time that I went, the tickets weren't expensive, but it's because it was like the one night only, where they were all the same price.
Yeah.
But we ended up sitting up like really high.
Yeah, I went to that one actually.
You went to the one night only?
I think so.
Oh, I went too. That's weird.
Wait, maybe not. Maybe the one before that. I don't know which one I went to. It's been so long.
Well, then I went to one of his concerts as well for the last album.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, I didn't go to that one.
And those ticket prices were like
crazy, I'm sure.
They weren't actually that crazy. No. I think it was like $200 for Pit. But then
that's not bad at all.
I heard about concerts, like I had bought in those tickets a while before, and I think it ended up getting rescheduled or something because of COVID or something. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like there was like some reason why I had the tickets for a while. Yeah. And so people that were buying they were way more expensive than when I had bought mine, because I got them so far in ahead.
Yeah, I feel like something like that did happen. Like,
yeah.
Well, talking about my song of the week. I mean, I'm not gonna put it.
Richard has to take my segment.
Yeah, I'm stealing her segment. Well, I'm gonna say like a song of the week that I related to.
Okay.
Because like the way I listen to music is like I'll find a song that I relate to that week and just like overplay it.
Bitch, I'll be able to give you a song on his album that you can relate to. That can be your next song of the week.
Oh God. So I think for this week, since I had an interesting week this week, I will be picking Slim
Pickens?
No, Slim Pickings by Sabrina Carpenter.
Slim Pickens.
That how you pronounce it?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know.
Because like country, they would say like Slim Pickens. You know?
Okay, well, I'm not.
Isn't that how they would say it?
I don't know.
That was probably a bad, but I'm trying to do a little country accent.
Is Ohio country? Yeah, right?
Ohio is considered Midwest, but I feel like there is like country areas. Definitely.
You didn't live in a country area?
I mean, technically I lived in a city, but it was rural. It was rural.
Right?
No, I'm from like the Dayton area.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Everybody don't need to know that on the first time, but okay.
Yeah, that's true. I'm actually talking.
But your song of the week.
I was talking. Me moving on.
Yeah, you're moving on.
The pickings. Yeah, she has this line where she's like, "This man doesn't even know the difference between they, and they are. Yeah, he's naked in my room." Mm-hmm. I just like.
That's you.
That was so deep.
Is it?
No, it's not.
If a man doesn't know the difference of that and he's texting me over, I don't like that. That gives me the ick.
Oh, that just turns
like you don't
me
know
on.
like grammar. I'm like, okay, goodbye.
What if that's not his first language?
Okay, that's different. That's different.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But like, why am I kind of turned on by it?
That seems like a you issue.
I think so. I think I just like feeling smart.
I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna regret it, so I'm gonna hold it in. But I like feeling smart too.
Is that narcissism?
No, it's not. The thing is with men, I don't know. Yeah. I always feel smarter than them, especially.
Well, that makes sense.
Whatever. So like, I don't know. I feel rude saying that, but I used to date this guy, and like he would always say something and I'd be like, oh no, it's this. Or he would ask a question and I'd be like, this is the answer to the question. Yeah. And he would always fucking Google it. And I would be like, and what does it say then? Then Google it. Google it, please. I would love for you to. And then he would Google it and then I would be right. And I'm like, I'm literally always right. I'm not going to just pull shit out of my ass and say it for the fuck of it.
Yeah.
Like men do. Yeah. I feel like men are more likely to make like a guess that is kind of like out there. Yeah. Women say shit whenever they know it more so. Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
How did we end up here actually?
With some picking song.
Oh,
yeah, I was going off of your stuff.
Oh yeah. So that is my song of the week, I guess. That's what I could relate to this week.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to say. I want to say the story of what I did today.
Oh, okay.
I went to see my boyfriend. By boyfriend, I mean urgent care.
The doctor.
The doctor. So I've been going to urgent care. You know that. Mm-hmm. And I saw this doctor on Tuesday. And he was so daddy and like so hot. And I got the vibe that he was like, I don't want to say flirty, but I was like, is this man... I mean, I was like, this man's gay, obviously. Because he was like,
not
just his energy. Just his energy. No, it was his energy.
He had good energy, so obviously he was gay.
Exactly. He had good energy. So, of course, oh my God. Thing is, he made me pull my pants down. And like, usually you would be like, how would you, if you were a doctor?
If I was a doctor, I would say, would you get undressed? Like, I'll be back, you get undressed, and I'll come back, sort of thing.
This man said, put your pants down. With those words. And I was like, yes, daddy. I mean, doctor, sir. Yes.
Pull your pants down.
Yeah. But it was, no, I'm not a victim.
Are you sure?
Why are you making that face, Taryn?
Wait, I don't know. That's crazy.
No.
That sounds like malpractice.
It's fine. It's fine. I liked him.
Not the medical malpractice when you get fired. You're like, this is my doctor. He worked here, and here.
Well, anyway, I was into the energy. Then I came back. I went back today, and right when I walk in, of course, I'm wearing like a sleeveless shirt, and he said, "Aren't you cold?" And like did a little tap on my shoulder. He was like, "I can go get you a blanket if you want." I was like, "That's crazy. I'm not gonna go get I don't need a blanket, first of all."
Sure, bring me a blanket.
Yeah, I was like, "Yes, please. I'm just so cold. I'm just so petite, and I'm so skinny that I just get so cold."
You're so frail that you're gonna blow away in the wind.
Yeah, of course. Then we were talking, and he was like, "Good to see you," and like did a little wink, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "This man is
in love with me."
Yeah, and I'm in love with him, so it's fine.
When you leave your number.
Well, I looked him up on Instagram. So I was like, I didn't tell you this. I looked him up. So because I was like, okay, is this man gay?
That's crazy.
But like, just one way to find out. Of course, what am I going to do? I'm going to look him up on Instagram.
Yeah.
And like on my chart, medical thing of medication, I'll say like doctor and his first name and last name. So I was like, perfect. Because I was looking at his tag, but I'm so terrible with names.
Yeah.
I can remember it, but I was like, okay, perfect. It's on there. And I see, and when I went through his following, of course, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
You, as a gay man, when you go into
you know.
Yeah, because usually when I'm wrong, I'll go to the following. Then it's like, oh, they follow girls. I'm like, okay, no, this man's straight. But no, this man was like only following gay men. I was like, oh, perfect. Then he said he knew him. He was like, oh, let me follow him. He's like, I think he's hot. And he was like, you should follow him. I was like, that's crazy. I'm not going to go follow Should I?
I would. I think you should.
I think thing is, I don't have a doctor on my roster. Thing is, I always
a doctor that you've seen is kind of crazy. Like having a doctor on your roster is whatever, but like a doctor that you've seen is a little crazy.
Is a little crazy.
But if you initiate it, I think you wouldn't be able to go back to him for doctor stuff.
Yeah, and he's not like my primary doctor, so it was
just someone that you saw before.
Yeah, but I'm sure he did see my chart. Well, yeah, exactly.
Who cares?
Get over it.
Yeah, literally. And what?
Yeah, and he was like telling me about the Truvada stuff. He's like, he's like, how long have you been on Truvada? I'm like, what do you want to know?
That's crazy.
I'm kidding.
That's actually crazy. He needed to know.
Yeah, I'm like, you can access my charts, you can see. But then we were talking about moving to Discovery, and he was like, oh, well, that one might make you gain weight. I was like, no, then. It's almost Halloween. I'm trying to look ripped right
That's crazy.
I'm trying
to have abs now.
I'm starving myself right now. So
Richard's currently taking Ozempic.
Wish I was on Ozempic. The thing is, do you know how Ozempic works?
It just makes you not be able to eat, right? Like, makes you have less of an appetite.
It'll make you, you'll like won't be hungry. And if you do eat something that is like high in